Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. It is Sunday, August 25th, 2024. Yeah, we're looking at one of the hot pools. I've been watching this. I haven't done a report in a while. You can see the steam, how it's got melted materials coming up with the heated water throughout the basin here. USGS isn't reporting any earthquakes today for the Yellowstone area. They did report one for Idaho, I believe it is. But I want to show you that there has been, in fact, some small earthquakes that are ongoing. And you can tell here that the camera is just shaking away. Do people realize that they're walking in the middle of a caldera, of a super large volcano, that if it erupts again with a large eruption, that the people on the space station, the satellites, they would all see this eruption from outer space, and it would definitely change the face of our planet and affect so many different lives. The ash that would be spewed out from the volcano into the atmosphere would settle on the power lines, shorting out the power and cause a cascading effect of no power. It would also contaminate the water, with the sulfur and other contaminants. So you wouldn't have any, at least standing water that would be safe to drink. Water that might be under the ground in wells would still be safe to drink, but without a way of pumping the water from below the surface, you can forget that. But anyways, let me show you this. So they are reporting a magnitude 2.0, 4 kilometers north of Clayton, Idaho. No one said they felt this earthquake. It occurred at 6:41 a.m. local time, and we'll take a look at where this earthquake occurred. We're along the, or actually in the center of the Trans-Challis fault system. Now this fault system runs all the way up to Canada. And you can see it's north of the Snake River Plateau, and these are the fairly recent volcanic eruptions. One of them was only about 2,000 years ago. Recent earthquakes down there in Southern California, you just don't know if they're going to have an effect on Yellowstone. The plume of Yellowstone's actually comes all the way up from the Gulf of California, all the way up across multiple states, and ends up, let me see if I can make this bigger, there in Wyoming, and circled in different colors of yellow and orange. That's the Yellowstone hotspot. But you can see how the plume is tilted under the United States, going all the way up there to Wyoming. So very easily it could be earthquakes. I showed one for one of the hot springs down there in Southern California, how it had heated water that was charging the, I guess it's closed now. It was a hot spring resort down there. But there's been a lot of earthquakes down there. You just don't know. I have 3 monitors that I downloaded data from. On the left is Little West Thumb, or West Thumb, there at Yellowstone Lake. The one in the middle is Maple Creek. That's been showing a lot of activity. And then we got the Norris Geyser Basin. And I'll make this one bigger for the Maple Creek area. This is probably one of the more recent earthquakes, and you can see them. They're all marked in red, which means the computer picked it up, but USGS is not reporting them. A text message would have been sent to those that are monitoring the activity at Yellowstone, either be it the University of Utah or Michael Pollan. Probably not. He's got better things to do on the weekend. Maybe at a barbecue. But they did get text messages that these earthquakes did occur. And this would have been at 7:37 a.m. local time for this most recent one. And if you have a larger screen to view this on, down there at the bottom it says MD, and it comes in as a magnitude 2.01. Luckily today the camera's working. Yesterday when I was checking it out, the live webcam was not working. Alright, so that is that earthquake right there. And then the next one looks like a little larger at between 1337, almost 1338 universal time. It looks larger, but maybe not. It comes in as a magnitude 2.00. I want to look at the seismic signature. There we go. It looks like fault movement. I've talked about how the ground's getting so brittle that it's not flexible. It's not bending like it used to many years ago. So, yeah, as the magma rises up, heated water comes up, it puts pressure on the crust, and it just, rips right open. Let's enlarge that. Yeah, this is all basically fault movement. We do have some harmonic tremors at the end, though, and at the beginning. Yeah. Alright, the next earthquake marked in red for today would be this one right here at 13:02, it looks like, universal time. So that would have been at 7:02 a.m. local time. And we'll look at the spectrogram. Yeah, it's fairly deep. You can see we got two lines of melt. These are pockets of melt. Not all rock melts at the same temperature. And there is pockets of melt only about 600 feet under the ground where people are working. There's been times where, the ground heated up so much that it actually melted people's shoes, and they had to close down different areas of the boardwalk, not just because of the heat. Oh, they're moving the camera. But also because of the fumes. Back over here, where they're showing it now, I want to say that was one of the most recent times where they had to shut down. I don't know if you saw there real quick before they moved the camera again, but the different trees that have died off, they're dying from the roots up is what's happening. The gases are killing off these trees, and these all grew up within what they call the quiet period, when there wasn't all the activity like they got now. Yeah, within probably the last 250 years or maybe longer. But yeah, these people don't realize it. This is a very active volcano. The redder the color, the more heat that comes up. It could be from the heated water, the gases, things like that. You can see at the top there. But this comes in as a magnitude 2.07. So that would be at least 3 earthquakes of a magnitude 2 that, dear old USGS is not reporting. Then we got another one here at 1241 universal. That one is smaller. It's a magnitude 1.68, it looks like. Alright. But what I've been noticing, let me close this out, for the Maple Creek area the last few days, we got a lot of activity going on. Look at the heat that was going on earlier. Let's go to the seismic signature. This has been going on and off for quite a few days. Yeah. Let me make that bigger. Now this earthquake here, which has got a very long P wave on it, and it's Torlinos, it only shows up here at Maple Creek. See how it's rounded? Yeah. I don't know why it only shows up there. Let me go to the spectrogram. Yeah. The first wave of the earthquake is what's called the P wave. And then we got the second wave of the earthquake, the S wave. Now that has to go around the outside edge of the earth. That's why it comes in second. But look at the heat. I really don't. Let me show you this too. Let me make this smaller. It actually only shows up here at Maple Creek. Could be how the monitors are set up. I don't know. But I thought that was like, wow, what caused that? And it's got a long P wave on it, which starts at 1252, excuse me. That would have been yesterday, and I don't see anything listed here for that time. It very well could have been an earthquake there in Russia. Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure it out. Maybe there's construction going on there. Maybe they're digging a new well or clearing some roads. And, well, we got Walker Lane. That was in California. Yeah, I don't know. See, there's another, yeah, for the plume to go up through there. I don't know. Yeah, it's a mystery. Maybe if you guys know of a large earthquake that may have occurred. Now, I do know that past earthquakes up there along the Aleutian Islands in Alaska, their energy every so often is transferred going towards Yellowstone. So it very well could have happened. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but I thought that was really odd. You can see down here we got the same earthquakes that are showing up for the Norris Geyser Basin, so it's on multiple sites, so there's no reason for them not to report it. And then, let's see, we got a thickening of the lines here, but it doesn't really show anything. Let's go to the seismic signature. Yeah, it's all digitized. I hate it when they went to the digital monitors. Oh, we got some little pop in here. Let me bring that up. Yeah, it doesn't really show anything on this one. And we'll try there. Okay. This here is one of the tilt meters for the Norris Geyser Basin. I'm going to make this smaller. You can see here how we got, it was going down for years. But it looks like it's actually higher now. The uplift. This is P711. And it's actually higher now than it was back in 2006. Here's another monitor. This is the Norris Basin. I don't know if I can make that bigger. But you can see the different little earthquakes and the shaking, and then they draw in the line just to, show what's going on. A lot of the monitors are no longer working here. You can see it stopped working in 2020, and it was sporadic during that time. And another monitor, now this one's more recent. You can see how it dropped down. Then back in 2018, 2019, they had an increase in seismic events. And then it looks like, let me make that bigger. Pull it over. This is run by the Nevada Geodetic Laboratory. I'll give you a link to it. It's for the GPS network map. But there was some that were actually going down. But in this location, it's, not surprising. It's going up again. Let's take a look at Yellowstone Lake. Well, it looks like this one isn't working. Let's go over here on this side. Same thing, 2020. Yeah, how are they managing to monitor what's going on? Yeah, this one stopped working in 2019. I tried to go to some of my older monitors, and they're not working anymore either. So that's Yellowstone Lake, and what, Old Faithful, would that be over here? No, that's for the quarry. Let's see. Yeah, this one here that stopped working in 2020, that's the one by Grizzly Creek. I've talked about that area, how they've been having earthquakes. Boy, where should I go? Yeah, really hard to find monitors that are actually working. They are taking live gas readings from this location. I don't know who monitors them or who is supposed to monitor them. Let's try that one there. Yeah, see, that's the Norris Geyser Basin, and that took a jump today. But let's go there. Yeah, see that? Anyways. So this location is actually on the outside rim of the magma chamber. And probably the worst thing that could ever happen is if the sides of the caldera actually collapsed and created the roof of the magma chamber. Then you would have a huge explosion. Yeah. I did read where they're having or have a fire somewhere over by maybe Hedgen Lake. I'm not sure. I wish they would zoom back in and you could see how dark some of the steam is. And then down here at the bottom, that's the Firehole River. And I've talked about how this mountain here, yeah, that's the Mallard Lake Resurgent Dome. Yellowstone has 2 resurgent domes. Most volcanoes only have 1. And sometimes we got boiling that I've witnessed over here, which is kind of cut off on the side of the Firehole River. Yeah, I wish this was a little bit better and more information that I could give you. But, yeah, if we had the live gas readings, that would be really telling what's going on. But, yeah, there's earthquakes, like I said, at least 3 magnitude 2s today that USGS doesn't report. Don't want people to panic, want people to continue to come in and spend the tax dollars. Yeah. So what are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.